Now, the last skill we need to have is we need to be able to find what the z-score is based on the area. So in this case, if it says that I have an area of 17.62%, I'm going to first start by turning that percentage into a real number. I'm going to say that that is going to be the area of z1 is equal to divide that by 100, and I get 0.1762. Now, on my chart, I need to find an area that is closest to 1762. So, in here, I'm literally looking through all these decimal points and trying to find what is the closest to 1762. You can see that as it gets closer and closer to 0, or as I work my way down, the numbers are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the numbers are always also going to increase going from left to right. So I can scroll down until I find one that is 0.17. Follow over, and then I found my point. Now I'm going to go straight to the left from there, and I know it's going to be negative 0.9, and I'm going to go straight up from there and say that's going to be 0.93 is going to be the last digit, which means that this is going to equal 0.93. For the second one, it's filled in to the right, which means that for this one, I would say that 1 minus z1, or the area of z1, is equal to 0.1492. I would, to make this positive, move this to the right, and I would subtract this from 1 and say that the area of z1 is equal to 1 minus 0.1492, or the area of z1 is going to, in this case, equal 0.8508. Then I can do the same thing I did in the last case. I'm going to jump over to my table and find the closest one to 8508. Follow all the way along until I get to 8508, which is right here. And I'm going to go straight to the left and say it's going to be 1.0, and the last digit is going to be 4, which means that z1 equals 1.04. For example C, then I'm going to say that it's given me the area in between these 2 points. I don't know what the point on the right-hand side is, but it tells me the point on the left-hand side is going to be 0, which means that the area of z1 minus the area of 0 is going to equal 0.2580. Well, when z equals 0, then that is going to give me an area of, minus 0.5. I can add that to both sides and say the area of Z1 is going to equal 0.7580. Then I go to my chart to find what Z1 is, and the closest to 7580, Z1 is going to be a Z-score of 0.70. For the last one, I can figure out what the area is going to be, or what the z-scores are, based on the information that I have here. I'm going to solve for Z2 first. I'm going to say that Z2 is going to be the same as the area of Z0, filling all the way to the left here, minus the area in between here, and that's going to tell me everything to the left. So if I'm stating just what I want for the left area here, it's going to be the halfway mark minus that 0.1292. The area of Z2 is going to equal 0.3708, which means that Z2, if I go to my chart, is negative 0.33. The area of Z1 is going to be the area of Z2, which we solved right here, and I'm going to take away this 0.2145 so that I'm just looking at what is left here. So the area of Z1 would be the same as 0.3708 minus 0.2. I'm going to write this a little bit bigger. Area of Z1 is 0.3708 minus 0.2145. The area of Z1 is going to equal 0.1563. So Z1 has to be negative 1.01. All right, go ahead and try some practice with this.